Everyone, welcome back to Yellow Cottage Soapery. Tonight I am going to be making a tulip soap, scented with tulip, and I've decided to try to pipe some tulips beforehand to add to the top of it. So I've just measured out a small amount here, and I'm going to separate it. I'm going to try to get like a light purpley pink. I'm going to use electric bubblegum from Brambleberry, and I have magic purple from Be Scented, and then I'm also going to portion off a little bit of white to use for another project. So I'm going to use, instead of using the nail head, I'm going to use my turntable and pipe it onto wax paper on the turntable and see how that works. As I don't think I'm very good with the nail head. Back to try to pipe. I hopefully didn't let it set up too much. I know I needed it nice and firm. I'm using a Ryder Wilton 7 just for the center of it. Then I have a Wilton 104 Rose Tip to try to do the petals. And I needed them to kind of stand upright. So that's why I needed it to be firm. Now, I have never piped a tulip before, so I don't know how these are going to look. I think I should go around twice, maybe. This is one of those I'll probably have to practice more. That one's a mess, but let's try again. See, when it's too firm, it tends to break off like that. So it's one of those things, if you wait too long. Well, I guess that's not too bad. I kind of wanted some that were little, so try to This isn't really what I would call a tutorial, since I don't really know what I'm doing. But I know a lot of you guys have said you like to watch me pipe, so I figured I would do it whether it works out or not. No, they're not perfect, but it's okay. I just wanted to have some to put on the top. Obviously they're going to be cut anyways, but some may show up, and so I just wanted to try it because I've never piped this type of flower before. But I do like, I will say, if you guys are having, any of you have a hard time with the nail head, doing it like this on here is a really good idea, and it works out better. At least for me it does. I can do the nail head if I'm not trying to video. If I'm trying to video, it's just too, I can't multitask while I'm doing that. I'm a good multitasker, but not, I feel like I have to concentrate, and I have a hard time doing that when I'm filming and trying to stay in front of the camera. This really wasn't the color that I was going for. I wanted it to be a little bit more on the purple side, but I still thought it was pretty, so. That's kind of tulipy looking. Getting better. Now, I don't need a ton of them because I'm just doing it, doing a 10-bar batch. It was just a couple sample fragrances that I got. I did make this tulip soap last year, and the one lady that owns the one shop that I keep my soaps in, Tulip is her favorite, so I wanted to have some for her. And also last year, I remember I made that soap and I wasn't even going to put it up because I had had a bad night and I was kind of beside, I just remember being beside myself, so I thought I gotta redeem myself for that video. But it is a very nice floral fragrance. I do like it. And I don't know if you could tell, as soon as I added it to the soap, it started to immediately set right up. It didn't rise or anything, but it started to immediately firm up, which is why I added it, so that it would firm up. Now I saved a little bit of white for another project. Yeah, that's kind of tulipy looking. It's kind of cute. And I didn't add fragrance to that one, and it's still not quite ready to pipe yet, so maybe it'll work out good. I will probably turn this video off after I'm done piping these, stick them in the freezer or fridge, and start a new video with that other project on it so that I can upload it with the actual project. Alright, now I'm getting the hang of it. A little bit. Maybe I spoke too soon. Definitely has to be firm if you're going to attempt this. It's almost to the point where it's so firm it's a little difficult for me to squeeze, but it has to be, otherwise these won't stand up like this. Now I know the Russian piping tip does do tulips, and that's actually the only, really the only flower, when I look at the Russian piping tips, that's really the only flower that I can see that it makes. The other ones don't really look like flowers to me, but I don't really care for those ones. I like the spherical ones, but I don't really care for the regular ones. But if you do want a tulip, I know that the one Russian piping tip does resemble a tulip. Don't know which one. Tried to turn the paper, not the board here. So I am thinking about taking a cake decorating class. I'm going to ask one of my friends if she wants to take it with me, but I just thought it would be really fun and different to take one. and maybe learn some new piping. The only thing is I don't want to start like with the basics. I want, because I kind of feel like I have the basics down. You know, I kind of want to learn more in-depth things. Not that, I'm not trying to say that my piping is great or anything, but I just want to be challenged, I guess. So I'm thinking about doing that, just for something fun. I asked my husband if he wanted to do it with me, and he looked at me like I was crazy. He said, if you really want me to. I said, honey, I wouldn't make you do that. I know you don't. I was just kidding, but it was so sweet that he said he would. I feel like I'm getting the hang of it. Now they're fun to make. I like the little baby looking ones. I know I don't need this many. I think I have plenty, but I might as well make a few more. My piping is almost out. I don't know about that one. That one just looks like a mound of soap. Okay, I am back to make the tulip soap, and I'm going to try to get the same color, purpley pink, that I made the tulips, and then I'm going to do 2 color greens. I have green apple from Be Scented and pine mica from Be Scented, and I know this is going to get thicker quicker, so I'm going to do, I think, a layer and then maybe pull a hanger through it. And then I will put the tulips on the top and pipe just some greenery. So let's get started. I've already got my clay and everything mixed in. to go ahead and put these tulips on. I just took them out of the freezer. They've been in there about probably half an hour. And let's see. I'm just gonna stick them in all over the place. I'm going to go ahead and cut my tulip soap. And it was weird when I was using the hanger. The bottom green layer, for whatever reason, firmed up, like, maybe because I used a little extra fragrance in it, a little more than I should have. But it firmed up when I was pushing the hanger. I had to actually push down into that layer. So I am curious as to if the hanger even did anything because it was thick. Oh, that's pretty. I love it. And it smells good. I don't remember this ricing last time. I should have probably looked at my notes or the other video, but it's worth it, honestly. It's a perfect reason why I always put my fragrance in. I don't ever mix it in the batch unless I know for a fact that it's not going to get too thick. I love it. Otherwise I just play it safe and put it in. And sometimes if I'm going to do layers like this, I don't remember if I did it with this one, but I'll put the fragrance in the one layer and do it as I pour it. It gives me a little more time. I'm loving the design. I have a couple more soaps to make tonight. I'm just doing small batches right now, just testing some fragrances. And I guess dreaming of spring and all the flowers blooming because I've been doing a lot of flower soaps. I'll just do one more because you guys get the idea. And my oven timer is going to go off in a second. I have a cheeseburger calzone thing in the oven for dinner, and we're just waiting for Mackenzie to get home from work. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.